Hey guys, so today's video is going to be about how I edit my Instagram pictures. I've actually had quite a few comments asking, how I edit my pictures on Instagram and like what kind of apps I use and everything. So I thought I'd go ahead and make, a whole video kind of just dedicated to this, and hopefully it'll, help you guys and answer some of your questions. So yeah, let's just go ahead and hop into the video. Alright, so basically I'm just going to kind of have like a screenshot of my phone like right over to the side and showing you like how I do everything and whatever. But first I just kind of wanted to go over like backdrops and backgrounds that I use. I pretty much just use one right now, but there are like many other ideas and options or whatever that you could use. So the first thing that I started on was really just like a plain white background, which was actually just the tabletop of my desk. So that's what I first used when I started taking makeup product pictures on Instagram. And then I really wanted like a marble background, but of course I didn't have any real marble, and real marble is expensive. So I found that you could actually get like little rolls of like marble contact paper, and I got this off of Amazon for, I don't know, like maybe $10-12 or something. So it's super affordable, and it comes with a lot of contact paper, so you really will never run out. And it's kind of like a glossy finish, so it's super easy to clean too if you get makeup on it and stuff. So yeah, I definitely recommend that. And of course you don't have to use a white marble background, you can use any kind of contact paper. That's what's kind of cool, is that they have so many different designs with contact paper and everything, so you don't have to use marble obviously. But I really like marble, so I wanted like a marble kind of theme to my Instagram. So yeah, but I was getting a little bit tired of that background because I felt like it just looked like fake, it just didn't look real enough. So I was wanting to like buy, just like a little slab of marble, but it was so expensive. And one day I went to an antique shop and I came across this little guy right here, and it's just like like a cutting board that's marble, and I love it. This is what I take all my Instagram pictures on. So if you guys are wondering that's how I take my Instagram pictures. And actually I don't even use the front, I use the back, because this doesn't have any glare to it. It's like a matte, flat matte, and this is like reflective, as you can see, and glossy. And in pictures you can just kind of see like the reflection of my window and like the blinds and everything. So I just use the back side and I love it. It looks so good. So yeah, basically I just kind of wanted to kind of tell you what kind of things I use and whatever. And lighting, by the way, lighting is very hard. My room doesn't really get very good lighting, even when I do have like a big window in my room, but it just like the sun does not face like my window, so I really have crappy lighting. Especially right now when it's like kind of cold and rainy. Like today it is so dark in my room, but that's where editing skills come in and everything. But definitely if you have like a huge window that gets great natural lighting, that seriously is the best way to get like awesome lighting and just great photos, because the quality of your photos turn out really good too. So I definitely recommend to take advantage of that big window that has lots of natural sunlight coming in if you have one. Totally. But anyway, it's super easy. All I use is my iPhone, and this is just the iPhone 6. It's not even the 6S or anything, not a plus. It's just I think 8 megapixels, and they turn out fine. So I mean, really, if you have an iPhone or actually any smartphone, just use your phone. Like, it's such a great tool to use, and really take advantage of that. So anyway, as you can see, I'm going to be taking a picture of the ColourPop Take Me Home palette. It just looks like this. Super cute little palette, and I love it. But yeah, so this is what I do. I just kind of get the marble slab out, put it on my desk, and then put the product on the marble slab or whatever, and then I just kind of start taking photos and whatnot, and just I kind of sometimes move it around, move the angle, and you know, I'll end up with probably like 20 pictures, 10 to 20 pictures or whatever, and yeah, then I'll just kind of like stop when I feel like I have a good assortment of photos. And basically once I'm done with my photos, I will go back into my camera roll and I'll look at all of them, and I'll just like favorite which one I think looks the best, basically. So basically once I find a photo that I like, I will go into aviary. I don't know how to say that app, but I'll just go in here, pick the photo, and basically I'll just kind of like adjust the brightness levels and whatnot. So like right now I'm just gonna go ahead and brighten it just a tad bit, probably to like 10, I would say. And you know, because you don't want to go too bright because you don't want to lose like all the color. And I'm gonna add a little contrast as well. And sorry if I'm looking down at my phone as I'm doing it, editing this. So yeah, and then saturation I will bump up quite a bit, because sometimes when you brighten it and add some contrast, you'll kind of lose a little bit of the color. So I think I'm going to do about 20. I think that's pretty good. And warmth, I might add like just a touch of warmth, because it's pretty cool toned right now, I would say. Maybe like to 3. And so as you can see, I'm just touching. If you touch the photo, you can see what it looked like before, and yeah, I think I'm pretty like satisfied with that. So I'm just gonna say apply, save, and done. And once I'm done with that, I will go ahead and head into Facetune. So Facetune is basically like where all the magic happens. This is where the photo really like kind of just really gets cleaned up and whitened and everything, because as you can see, it's pretty dang dark right now. And you know, I definitely don't want it like that. I like the kind of bright white clean marble look. So basically first what I'll do is go into the whiten tool, and I will just start whitening everything. I just go ahead and like whiten everything up a little bit, well, a lot of it, but at this very moment, you know, you can only do like certain levels of whitening. So as you can see, this is like the before and after. And once I'm done kind of whitening, I'll just go towards the edges of the palette, and I'll use the eraser, because sometimes it will kind of whiten over the palette part, and I definitely like see that right there. I want to get rid of that because I don't want the palette color to change colors or whatever. So I'll just go into there, and yeah, that's looking pretty good. Just gonna erase it up here a little bit, and yeah, I think that looks pretty dang good. So then basically, since it is so dark, I will go into tones, and I'll use the palette thing and go to white, and I'll just kind of like start going over the super dark spots and lightening it, because this will just save time rather than whitening it like 20 times. So yeah, so I'll just do this, kind of go in, whiten the darker areas, and this just really kind of helps speed up the process, and I really like doing this. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go in kind of towards these little darker edges and just kind of lighten those up a bit. And then I'll definitely keep like kind of showing you before and after, just so you can see like just how much of a difference it really makes. So yeah, that looks pretty, it's looking good. So once I do that with the tones, I'll go back in with the whitening tool, and I'll whiten again, just kind of whiten everything up. And yeah, this definitely is not easy. It's a very lengthy process to edit each photo. So yeah, so that's looking pretty good. Again, just gonna go over the edges of the palette and erase the whitening, because don't want that. Okay, so see, that is looking pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and press OK, and then I'm gonna show you what it looks like from the very beginning. So that's the very beginning, and here is it now. Alright, so I think that's pretty good. Just kind of going over and smoothing out some areas. So alright, this is pretty much how I would edit it. Now I'm going to go ahead and save it to my camera roll, and the very last thing that I do is put my watermark on there, so like my little Instagram name, and I go into Fonto and just click that little camera button, go into photo albums and pick the most recent one, obviously. So then now I'm just gonna go ahead and put my watermark on there. This is like the toughest part, is like figuring out where you want to put your watermark, because sometimes it just really doesn't kind of fit anywhere, you know. I think I'm gonna darken it up a little bit. And maybe let's go ahead and put it like right there or something. And tilt it a little bit. No, I don't like that spot. I'm gonna go ahead. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put it maybe right here and change it to white. Let's go ahead and tilt it again. Yeah, I think that's cute. And just kind of make it even. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I'm gonna keep it right there. So then I'm just gonna go ahead and save that as well. And then okay, and the very last thing to do is post. So I'm gonna go into Instagram, pick my photo with the watermark on there, and then from there I'm kind of going to like edit it some more. So I'm gonna go into the edit tool, and I'm definitely gonna brighten it up a little bit, just because like the palette itself is a little bit dark. So I think I'm gonna go to like 10 and then add some contrast for sure. And I try to keep this like as real as like the colors. I try to keep them as real as possible, and maybe some contrast, but and maybe not. That might be, or saturation, that might be too much. And maybe I'll add like maybe like 10 for saturation, and then maybe I'll go ahead and get rid of the contrast, and then maybe brighten it up a little more. And I don't know, maybe like I think I'm gonna do like 14, but let's lower the saturation. Maybe let's do like 7. So yeah, all there is left to do is I think I'm gonna sharpen it just a tad bit, like maybe just like a 1. And yeah, so this is the before and after, and next all there is to do is post it. So I'm gonna go ahead and tag, put in ColourPop, and maybe like Sephora, because you could get ColourPop at Sephora. And yeah, then we'll go ahead and share it. So there we go, and there it is. So cute, and yeah, goes with the theme. So I'm just gonna show you guys once again what the original looked like. So here is how it looked like before. So very, very dark and everything, and here is it after. So as you can tell, it's like a pretty crazy difference. So I hope this guys helped you out. Those are basically all of my Instagram hacks and everything. That's how I edit my Instagram photos, and yeah, I hope this helped some of you guys. I've had quite a few questions, as I said before. It's nothing special. It's actually a pretty lengthy process, as you guys saw, but that's how I edit my Instagram photos. It takes a really long time to edit them. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Of course, if you have any questions, go ahead and leave a comment below. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.